We have with us today Johnathan Parker, who is getting his bachelor's in political science, and he will be followed by Shantae Ross, who's getting her bachelor's in Africana studies. We will now hear from our student speakers.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right, John!
Allow me this moment. I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to first thank God for...
Amen. All right. All right. It's all right.
To first thank God for a mother who gave all that she had. I know that she would have been proud of me today.
Oh yeah.
In this hour, we are a collective gathered in this place for the purpose of honoring the most prestigious graduate class. In this hour, we honor their families in as much as we honor ourselves. In this hour, we honor our foremothers and our forefathers. This is indeed a glorious occasion that we share. And in this hour, the day has yet again found us triumphant. Congratulations are in order. Make no mistake, this hour does not come undeserved or without sacrifice from both ourselves and our families, and more largely on the part of our ancestry. Just as we remember the far too familiar all-nighters in study, followed by a part-time shift at some job that we only work because we had to, we ought not to forget the other key elements in this hour's culmination. The 12-hour shift and the 6-day work week, coupled with a significantly lowered standard of living, adjusted so that accommodations might be made available to us. The burden shouldered with due credit was certain to go unrecognized. The lashes borne, the ropes hung, the battles fought, the lives laid down were all done in hopes of greater days, knowing, more often than not, that they would not see them, but that we would. Without broadcast, many who sit in this audience, and many still that have come and have gone, have suffered in our sake, dreaming of what this hour might look like. Such is the tradition of a good family. We ought to keep that tradition. I am not ignorant to the fact that just as this hour calls for celebration and congratulations, on this night and many of those in the very near future, there will be some very joyous and well-deserved celebrations. In fact, I will be among you in these engagements.
All right.
But as the morning comes and the sun rises on us as graduate and family alike, let us not forget our responsibility to each other as a family. None of us can say that we have taken this victory of our work alone, that no hand was lent and no aid was given, but we stand victorious in the work of family, present and prior. No one succeeds alone, so I encourage you to make our families successful. In the Student African American Brotherhood, we have an affirmation that demonstrates a learning from Cain's biblical mistake. It reads, I am my brother's keeper, and together we will rise. I stand before you, a living testament to acts of successfully exercise communal responsibility. Someone vouched for me in a time of need. It was their endorsement and their investment that kept me enrolled. Without them, I would not have graduated. More importantly, someone prayed for me. I say more importantly.
All right. All right, now,
I say more importantly, because one will not go before God with something that is trivial to them, nor will they go before God with something that they believe that they can live without. No, one goes before God with something that is so precious to them, so critical to their survival that they cannot live without it. My family, it is with this level of sincerity that we must endorse and invest in the family. We have become far too concerned with the individual progress. We have forgotten our spheres of influence, and we would act without hesitation at the expense of each other. if it would produce a benefit for the self. This is a self-defeating paradigm. If we would only concern ourselves with the success and the progress of the family first, we would see a victory unparalleled by anything that we could ever achieve alone. Our communities would be universally peaceful and would reflect the richness of the bonds that we share. Our children would be born better off and thus be able to achieve more because the obstacles and distractions, if any at all, would be far easier to overcome. Our industries would produce a revenue that would offer a providence to not only ourselves, but to our future generations, the likes of which that we have never seen. Our legacy would be great. Family, there is a vision that we must see realized. My parents told me that family business is family business. Our business has devolved into a shade of its former, and family, we must correct it. We must mentor, we must educate, we must support, we must lead, and most importantly, because we have been recipients, we must reciprocate. Please. Please don't misunderstand me. There is much to celebrate this night. But battles are won by armies and not lone soldiers. And in that morning, when the sun rises, the battle wages on. As we leave this university, and as we leave this arena, we must continue our efforts on the front lines, seize new territories, establish new bases in foreign lands, and support our troops. Let us make heirlooms of greatness. And family, I promise you, we will be successful. Thank you.